Hello everybody and welcome to another video. Today we are here in Berlin, Germany.
We're super excited to be in Berlin. This is my hometown. I was born here and it's the best city in the world. Maybe I'm biased, but it's true. We actually haven't been in Berlin for almost 5 years, although me and Brandon used to live here for a little while, a few years ago. Berlin is super spread out. There's no way you can see everything if you're here for a few days. And if you're looking for a history lesson, this is not the video for you. Instead, we're going to show you some of the coolest neighborhoods, bars, markets, restaurants, and all the reasons why we love Berlin. So let's go.
Since we're here on a Sunday, we actually decided to start this video off at Mauerpark, which we consider to be one of the coolest things you can do here in Berlin. Now, for those of you who don't know what Mauerpark is, as the name suggests, it's a park, but it contains one of the biggest flea markets, if not the biggest flea market in Berlin, and it sells all sorts of different things. You can get food, you can get art, different knickknacks, clothing, posters, everything pretty much. But that's not all it has. It has lots of other things as well. Not only is there a giant flea market here, but there are also performances here as well. There's a band playing right now, there's a guy playing guitar, and right behind us there's a guy doing tricks with those devil sticks as well. And back in the day, and I think still, they do karaoke here as well. And there's kind of this stadium seating setup, which is super cool. Yeah, an amphitheater kind of setup. So don't just come here for the flea market, come for the music, the liveliness, the shows. It's just all freaking amazing here. Like, I love Mauerpark.
So in Berlin Fashion, we decided to get some beers from the Späti. The Späti is kind of like a late night, sometimes 24-hour store. They're all over Berlin. I actually thought they were like all over Germany, but once we went to other cities, I realized they're very, very prominent here. And you can drink on the streets. And that's what we used to do when we came here. We would buy beers, walk around, and that's just what you do in Berlin. So cheers. Prost!
Delicious. And don't make the amateur mistake and not buy your beers in advance, because if you buy them in the park, they are literally double the price. 4.50 euro, 5 euro. So make sure you go to a Späti in advance, or maybe bring some beers from the grocery store or something like that.
But on a Sunday, stores are not open. Most stores are not open. So always buy your groceries before that. Pro tip.
And if you're curious as to which beers we tried, we got a Berliner Pilsner and a Schultheiss, which are both beers brewed in Berlin. And this one's been around since 1842. Equally delicious.
I think I like the Schultheiss better. This one's still good too. There's so many different beers, but if you don't like pure beer, you can get a R.A.W, which is like beer mixed with citrus lemonade. And they also have Berliner Weisse, which is beer with syrup, and Fassbrause, which is also a Berlin non-alcoholic drink. And you should check out our next video, because we're actually going to try some of these things in our food tour of Berlin. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss that. And another drink you can drink in Berlin is Clubmate. Everyone drinks that. Super hipster.
Hipster drink for sure.
It's like the soda mixed with mate tea from, I guess, Argentina. People love it here. I'm on the fence about it, but you should try it.
Gross.
Do you like it? I don't know. Let me know in the comments.
Something to keep in mind whenever you buy any beer or any sort of bottle or canned drink in Germany is that you always pay a Pfand or a bottle deposit. So much like when we went to the Späti, we will pay what? I think it's 8 cents or something for these. So if you want, you can return them to most Spätis and get your money back, or grocery stores, put them through the machine. Or sometimes you see these women or men walking around who collect your bottles or cans and will just take them off your hands, and you don't have to carry them around and try to find a garbage can to put them somewhere. So yeah, something to keep in mind.
What? I wasn't done yet.
Oops.
Plastic bottles and cans actually give you 25 cents, so don't throw them out, because you get moolah. And the flea market has a section that is basically like the street food market with all these different food trucks. They have sausages, they have burgers, they have all sorts of things. They have Japanese food, they have empanadas, anything you want. but it's so packed.
It was pretty difficult to choose what we wanted to eat because there was just too many choices, but we decided on a place called Buttered Bronson's, if I'm not mistaken, and obviously, as you can see, they serve chicken burgers, buttermilk chicken burgers, and these look absolutely amazing. They only had 3 choices on the menu, and they were all chicken burgers. One of them was called the OG, there was a cheddar one, which is the one that we got, and they also had a special one with guacamole on it. So, obviously, this is a buttermilk chicken burger. It's got lettuce, it's got pickles, and cheddar cheese on top with a brioche bun. Now this thing is actually super thick, so hopefully it's cooked all the way through. They were temping it with a little thermometer, so let's just try this out.
Juicy.
That is so juicy, so crunchy. It honestly tastes like an elevated burger at KFC, to be honest. It's really, really good. This thing was €9.50, which is decent. Most of the prices were around that here, from like 5 to 10 euros per item. So yeah, this is definitely worth trying. It's a really, really good chicken burger and juicy AF.
This place actually said that it won an award for the best burger from some like street food, European street food competition or something. So that's why we chose this, because who doesn't want an award-winning burger? This looks so good. So crunchy on the outside, so soft on the inside, so juicy. I didn't expect that. I feel like this is the juiciest chicken I've ever had. And I think this is thigh and not breast. That's why it's like that. You can even see the dark bits of the chicken. This is so yummy. Let me get some pickle. I think this tastes like a Popeye's burger elevated. And I love Popeye's chicken burgers. They're my favorite burgers. Favorite fast food chicken burgers, yeah. This is so, so good. Yummy. I'm glad we got this.
We're now going to head to the subway, take a moment to freshen up, and then head to another one of our favorite markets.
Another super cool market you can visit if you're in Berlin on the weekend and in the summer is Thaimarkt. And as the name suggests, it's a market where you can buy Thai food and other Asian foods. This actually started as Thaipark in the Poison Park right over there. And it started in 1992 with a bunch of Thai ladies and I think women from Cambodia and Vietnam and places like that. They picnicked there, they brought their own food and they were sharing it. And then it kind of developed into this thing where people kind of privately, illegally, I don't know, they were selling their food to locals. And I think a few years ago, the government actually like kind of cracked down on that and they made it all official and it became this big thing. Now they moved it out on the street. And honestly, it actually feels quite legit. When you walk through the aisles, you feel like you're in Bangkok or in Hanoi, just on a smaller scale. It's really cool. But let's see what we can eat here.
Back in the day when we were living in Berlin, we used to love going to Thaipark, but I actually kind of like this upgrade because everything's together, it's easy to see everything, there's pictures, and it does 100% remind me of living in Asia. If you don't know, we used to live in Vietnam, we lived in Malaysia for 2 years between those two countries. So we miss Asian food and we are actually heading back there soon, so stay tuned for that. The first thing we got is one of these sesame balls. This was something that we used to get all the time in Vietnam as well, and it used to be filled with mung bean, but I'm not quite sure what this one's going to be filled with. Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess we'll find out. Yes. This 100% transports me back to living in Hanoi. We actually used to live in this apartment complex, and underneath we had a Vinmart, which is the main grocery store in Vietnam, and we used to get these all the time. It is absolutely stacked with mung bean. It's nice and chewy like it should be. I wouldn't say that it was like fresh out of the fryer or anything like that, but it is so tasty. I love this nostalgia.
That is so, so yummy. It's actually a lot softer than I thought because before we bit into it, it felt kind of firm, but it's really, really nice and soft. And the inside is delicious. I feel like outside of Asia, I've only ever gotten these with like red bean paste. It's really, really good. Yeah.
Specialty?
So it's €1, worth it.
Oh yeah.
Another thing we couldn't say no to is mango sticky rice. Brandon was actually talking about it before we came here. He was like saying hopefully they have it. And a bunch of stands had mango sticky rice. The lady where we got it, she said that she just made this. It's fresh, it's new. She was really cute. And we love this. And the mangoes here were also the yellow ones, which are the best mangoes. That is yummy. Those mangoes, so delicious. You don't really get those that often in Europe, especially not in Germany. This coconut milk is delicious. The rice is the right consistency, really like sticky and yummy. You don't get those like nut bits, or I don't know what they usually are on top.
Crispy mung bean.
Crispy mung bean bits. So yeah, it would be better with that. But it's still good. I can't wait to have this again in Bangkok.
I would say that mango sticky rice is probably our favorite Asian dessert. It is obviously one of the highlights every time we go back to Bangkok. I can't wait to have it there, but I'm so glad that we get to have it here. I was hoping that it would be cheaper than 10 euros. Anya asked me, what's the max you would pay? And I was like, maybe as much as that, but luckily it was only 6. Pretty good deal. Tastes just as it should, but as you said, I'm missing the crispy mung bean bits. That's one of my favorite parts, but this is still delicious. And the mango is actually surprisingly really sweet and fresh. Maybe not as good as you get in Thailand, but still, for being in Germany, not bad.
I just really love this place, and just in general, Berlin has so many amazing, quirky, unique events and markets and all this stuff. I feel like you can never see everything in a week or 2 or a month. I don't know. There's always more to see. Berlin just has so many awesome things. I love it.
I would also say that the prices here are actually pretty affordable. There's a lot of noodle dishes that are between like 8 and 10. There's also some smaller things like spring rolls and sausages and stuff like that that are closer to like 3, 5. No matter what budget you have, there's definitely something for you here.
Some of the dishes were humongous.
Yes, so the noodle portions for 10 euros, pretty big. Definitely like restaurant size.
We now came to Neukölln, which is one of the hipper districts in Berlin. And there's all these different bars and cafes here. There's one bar behind us that we just went inside, 1977. It's like this vegan restaurant, cafe, bar place. It's really cool because it actually houses the Ramones Museum. So if you're a fan of the Ramones and rock music in general, there's all these like posters and old t-shirts and memorabilia things in there. And there's cool music playing. We didn't drink anything, but you can just go inside and have a look at those things. And yeah, if you're a fan of them, you should check it out.
Easily one of the best things about Berlin is the music scene, especially the alternative music scene. So if you love any sort of rock genre, punk, rockabilly, psychobilly, you will be at home here. There's live events constantly, which honestly is one of the things I miss the most about Berlin. The Ramones Museum actually used to be located in Kreuzberg near the East Side Gallery. It was much bigger, and with the admission, which actually cost money, they used to give you a little pin that would allow you to go there for the rest of your life for free. But now it doesn't even exist like it used to, but it is super cool. And even this version, still worth checking out, but the OG, the original location was amazing.
COVID probably ruined it.
Probably.
And when you walk from Neukölln to Kreuzberg, which is another really cool district that we're going to go to, you can walk along the canal, the Maybachufer, and there's all these people sunbathing, chilling, and skateboarding, and just enjoying the day. And it's really, really nice, especially in the summer. And you can walk along with a beer. So we're just walking around and we found another flea market. I think this one is called Nowkölln Flowmarkt, and it's just along the Maybachufer, and it's really cool. I guess no matter where you go on a weekend in Berlin, you're going to find some flea markets.
Yeah, and they have so much different stuff here. Like the other market, they have clothes, they have little knickknacks. They have a lot of food stands as well, Japanese, some German stuff, drinks everywhere. This is awesome. That's why I love Berlin. Like no matter where you go, you will always find something cool. We now came to a place that always used to be one of our favorites here in Berlin. It is called Tiki Heart. And obviously it's a tiki bar, but not just that. It's not any tiki bar. It's special because it is a punk tiki bar. They play punk music, alternative music. It's got a mix of tiki, rockabilly, punk decorations, and that's what makes it special. It's also right next to Wild at Heart, which is one of our favorite music venues. Always go here for shows, punk music. These two bars, this venue, holds a very special place in our heart because we've been here a lot. We decided to get their house beer. I don't know if they always had a house beer, but let's try it out. Delicious, refreshing, and it feels so good to be back here. I love it.
This bar actually also has a, I don't know if it's secondhand, but like a vintage, retro kind of store downstairs. So you can find all sorts of like alternative clothing, bags, jewelry, all sorts of stuff. It's Sunday, so it's closed. The woman behind the bar actually told us that this bar almost closed, and then the previous chef took over, I think, and they actually made this drink. Because we ordered a Mexicana, which is a very common shot in Germany, in Berlin as well, I think, like specifically. It's like kind of like a mini Bloody Mary, but they don't have this anymore, she said. They have a jalapeno shot now, so we got that. I'm a bit scared because I don't do spicy, but I was like, okay. The new owners created this, so let's drink to them and celebrate that this bar is still here. And if you come to Berlin, you should come here because that way they will never go out of business.
Make sure you support them because this place is the best.
Yes. It's spicy. It tastes like jalapeno juice or like kind of olive juice. Like, I don't know. It's delicious, actually.
And it's with tequila?
I don't know.
It looks like tequila.
All I taste is spicy and jalapeno. It's good. And if I can handle this, so can you.
It comes with an orange slice as well that is topped with what I think is that Mexican tajin spice that they put on everything. So let's try this out. Oh, it's really good with that too. I absolutely love this. I love spice, but also in particular, I really love jalapeno. So for me, this is perfect. This is a winner. So if you do come to Berlin, make sure that you visit Tiki Heart, listen to the amazing music, get some drinks, and support this business because this place is amazing.
They also serve food here. They have a bunch of burgers that are named after celebrities.
There's definitely a Lemmy burger. There used to be in like, maybe there was an Elvis burger. I can't remember anymore, honestly.
I don't know, but if you're hungry, you can come here too. We now get some food, and we got schnitzels from Sheers Schnitzel. This is a place that we used to come to all the time. They are at Warschauer Straße and they sell schnitzel buns and also meals with potato salad or fries. And it's still quite affordable. The sandwiches I think are like €7, so it's pretty good. We got the meal with a Jägerschnitzel, which has mushroom sauce on top, and we got Bavarian potato salad. You could also get the normal, I don't know, they called it grandma's potato salad with mayonnaise. That's the one I grew up with. And we got coleslaw. And they actually served us fries first because they made a mistake. And this way we got both because they basically gave us the fries for free in the end. I'm excited, I'm hungry. The schnitzel is huge. Cheers. Cheers, Cheers Schnitzel. Really, really yummy. This one is a pork schnitzel, and yeah, it's perfect. The mushrooms are delicious because I love mushrooms. I feel like they could have given more sauce. There's not enough mushrooms, not enough sauce, but it's yummy. And let's get some fries. And we got a garlic aioli and ketchup.
Yeah, you got 2 dipping sauces for free, which is awesome.
The fries are good. They're really like yummy and crispy. Perfect. This is bringing back memories.
In true Berlin style, Sheers inside is also covered with graffiti. And actually, this location was renovated since the last time we were there. It used to have like this outdoor patio, and now it's like more indoor with an indoor patio kind of area. And also now they have machines that you can order on. It seems to be completely revamped, which is kind of cool to see. All right, let's try this. The sauce is a bit salty, but it's really creamy. It's got that nice earthy mushroom flavor. Really, really good. I think this is what, 12 euros?
Yeah.
Which I think is really good, especially considering how high all the prices have raised lately. Let's try this potato salad. I love potato salad. Typically in Canada, potato salad is mayonnaise based, but this one is oil and vinegar. I feel like the oil and vinegar makes it more like light and refreshing. It has slices of cucumber. They also taste pickled. So it's almost like pickles with a light, oily, vinegary dressing. That's really, really nice. And coleslaw. Looks like grocery store coleslaw. Reminds me of KFC. So this is all delicious and really, really good price.
That potato salad is delicious, especially because of the pickles or cucumbers. I love that. It's like a mix of cucumber salad and potato salad. That's delicious. The location of this place is really good too because it's right at Warschauer Straße. So the East Side Gallery is right here, which is the wall basically. There's a big strip of the wall left that goes from here to the next S-Bahn or like train stop. And there's all this graffiti or more like street art, like actual nice, beautiful street art that is on it. And you can basically walk down and just admire all these different artworks. So when you come to Berlin, you definitely have to see that. And I've seen it a million times at this point, but it's always nice to see it again. We now came to an area really close by called Gelande in German, I don't know, or maybe R.A.W. It is really cool. We used to come here for different concerts. There's different clubs here. It's really, really grungy and full of street art. And there's some beer gardens in the summer. So that's where we're planning on going right now. One of the bars where we used to go to for concerts has a beer garden. So let's see what that's like. I think this area always has been kind of in danger of, I don't know, being torn down and being filled with other stuff because I've read that basically it's standing on golden ground because the rents are so high and there's a lot of like community clubs here. Yeah, it's like a social, cultural area with lots of different things. So hopefully this is gonna stay for a long time, but I don't know. You always read that this is gonna be gone at some point, which is really sad.
We are now at a place called Cassiopeia. I think that's how it's pronounced. And this used to be one of our favorite places. It is a bar, a beer garden, and a venue. It also has a skate park kind of close to it. There's also a rock climbing wall. It's just bizarre. It's really run down, but in the coolest way possible. Lots of graffiti. This is just like Berlin in a nutshell. If you do come to Berlin, you should definitely check this place out. The beer is a little bit pricey. It was like €4.50 to €5+ for a beer, so a bit much compared to some other places, but it's still worth checking out because this place is just so cool. So, cheers. A delicious Weißbier, my favorite beer in the world. Perfect on a nice summer day.
Although this day is coming to an end, this is not the end of the video, so stay tuned. We're actually going to be back in a few days for another event on a Thursday. See you then. We're now at one of our favorite places in Berlin. When we lived here, we came here all the time, and this is Street Food Thursday. As the name suggests, this is a street food market on a Thursday. It's at Markthalle Neun in Kreuzberg. Apparently there used to actually be 14 market halls here, and nowadays there's only 4 left. This one was built in 1891, and at some point it was, I think, supposed to be demolished, but they saved it, and this market has been here since 2013. Every Thursday there's different vendors here, and they sell delicious food, so let's go inside.
Walking into the market hall, I was immediately reminded of how much I miss Berlin and how much I miss Street Food Thursday. You can get pretty much any kind of cuisine you want here. You can get Chinese, Japanese, Indian, Moroccan, other types of African food. It is absolutely incredible. But we started off with a craft beer. Now this place is called Hayden Peters, and I don't think this was around when we were living in Berlin all these years ago. They actually brew their own beer in the basement of this market hall, which is pretty cool. I got myself a pale ale, and it's absolutely delicious. We cannot wait to explore this market, see what's changed, and I don't know, see what kind of food we can find.
And the beer I got is the Belgian one. Prost. I asked him for a beer that's not that bitter, and this is really fruity. Delicious. It's absolutely packed in here. If you come here, you better come early because there's loads of lines and loads of people, and it was like this 6 years ago, and it's still like this. It's crazy. There are so many different vendors, and we couldn't decide, but we had to get these. These are momos from Tibet. We got the ones with beef and lamb. You could either get fried ones or steamed ones. You could even get a mix of vegan and meat ones if you got the fried ones, but we wanted to get the steamed ones. And we got spicy sauce, or they said it was a little spicy. It was either no spice or a little spicy. So I went for a little spicy, thinking that we're in Germany and German people don't really eat spicy food, so I should be fine, but let's see. These are really heavy. This was 10 euros, which seems like a lot, but these are really, really heavy. Dip. That's delicious. They're really juicy. The sauce is a little spicy. It tastes a little lamb. It tastes beef too. Yeah, it actually tastes like a mix.
It is.
Yeah, but it tastes like that. It's really juicy, delicious. Yeah, not the best momos I've had. I think the best ones were in Vancouver, but these are good.
We absolutely could not resist these momos. When we walked by, all you can smell in the air is that cooking lamb. It smells so strong, but absolutely delicious if you are a fan of lamb. I'm gonna go hands when I eat this because Anya took a bite and all the soup, all the nice beefy lamby juice just dripped all over the plate, so she missed out. So I'm gonna go hands. Let's dip it into the sauce again. It's so juicy. Wow, those are absolutely amazing. As Ani said, I think maybe the ones we had in Vancouver were better because those one had like a buttered chicken sauce on top, but these are really good too. I do think 10 euros is maybe a bit much. I think 8 euros I would be like, okay, that's a great deal, but they're still really good and I'm definitely glad we tried them. But now we're gonna have to choose something else and it's gonna be very difficult. For our next stop on this Street Food Thursday journey, we are in an entirely new continent. We have moved from Asia all the way to Africa. We decided to go for a Moroccan plate. And this one comes with chicken, couscous, all these vegetables. It looks like there's some pickled vegetables and it looks absolutely phenomenal. We've actually been to Morocco before. If you haven't been around on our channel for a long time, it was actually one of our very first series when we got a new camera, when we started to kind of decide to take YouTube a little bit more seriously. So if you haven't seen any of those videos yet, you should go back and check them out. They're old, maybe not as good, but still, check them out. This looks really, really good. I don't even know where to start. I think I'm gonna go in for some of this couscous and the vegetables, and then we'll do the chicken separately. I'm like scared that this is gonna fall to the ground. Let's try this. That is so flavorful, just like you'd expect from Moroccan cuisine, an amazing use of spices. You can taste like cumin, cinnamon, all these different spices. And even the wasp wants some as well. That is so good. I would say Moroccan cuisine is probably one of our favorites actually. It is very underrated. If you've ever been to Morocco, it's incredible. This plate itself cost 10 euros, just like the last dish that we had. And honestly, it is so freaking delicious and so flavorful, but obviously the star of this is this chicken. So this has some sort of orange sauce on it. I don't know if it's spicy or not. I guess we'll find out in a second. So juicy. I don't even know how your average German is gonna handle this. There's just so much flavor. Germans aren't necessarily known for their love of spices, but if you are German, you need to check this out. We need to try this because this is a flavor bomb. So good.
Well, I'm German, so let's see if I can handle all these spices. That is yummy. I think that's like a...
Is that a prune?
Maybe.
Or a date?
Yeah, it's sweet. Yeah, it's a prune or something like that. There's also like some raisins maybe?
Yeah.
Sultanas or something. Oh, this is delicious. I love all the spices in Moroccan food. And this is such a good deal in comparison to some of the other things, because this is really hefty. The other thing was hefty, but this is more hefty. It's actually a lot more soft and juicy than I thought. And they put almonds on top, there's chickpeas, there's onions, all this delicious stuff.
Not only is this food incredibly delicious, the two guys that are running the stand were super friendly as well. They were awesome. They kind of lured us in and we just couldn't pass up on this delicious Moroccan food. So if you ever do come to Street Food Thursday, highly, highly recommend this stand.
However, something to remember, apparently, it's not always the same stands here. Some of them I think are regulars, but it kind of changes all the time. So if you're here for longer, then I guess you have to come every Thursday. We got some dessert from a place called Chubby Cheeks, and they were selling mochi. We got salted caramel, pistachio, and yuzu, which is like a Japanese flavor, because obviously it's mochi. I chose the pistachio one. Let's see. It tastes so natural. That's delicious. I've had pistachio mochi ice cream from the grocery store in Spain before. This tastes a lot less sweet and more, like I said, natural. The color is even brown and not green. But yeah, it's delicious. I love nuts, I love pistachios, this is a dream, and I love mochi.
I picked the salted caramel because it sounded absolutely delicious. It certainly delivers on both factors. It is salty, it is caramelly, it is delicious. Have not had a salted caramel mochi before, but definitely a good combination.
Yuzu? It's so sour.
Oh, that's really good.
Almost like grapefruit.
Honestly, I think maybe that's my favorite one.
Interesting. Yeah, you always like fruit stuff, so.
Yeah, I do.
It's yummy.
Delicious.
I like pistachio better. This market is amazing. If you can't come here on a Thursday, this market hall is still open on other days, maybe even every day, I'm not sure. But they have like a breakfast market here and also the stalls, yeah, I think so. And also the stalls on the side, I think they're always open. So it's only the ones that are in the middle that are like changing, like more like the international ones, but the wine one and I think the craft beer that we had, I think those are always open. So you can still come here and check it out, even if you're here on a different day. This is the end of the video. We had such a blast in Berlin. We always love revisiting the city and we hope you enjoyed coming along with us exploring our favorite city.
But if you did like this video, please give it a like, write us a comment, and by far the most important thing is to hit that subscribe button. But that is it for now. We will see you all in the next one.
Bye.